Y'all, grab your popcorn because Klay Thompson just gave an interview that has fans convinced that he may have quietly dumped Megan Thee Stallion.
My relationship with
Megan Thee Stallion.
I'm not going to talk about that, but I will say that every summer doesn't change for me.
Now, y'all know when it comes to Megan, the timeline is quick to clock any shift in energy, and the way Klay dodged a question about her has people clutching their pearls and connecting the dots. But is this really the end of their courtside fairy tale, or are fans just reaching with this one? Let's break down the interview because the tea is hot. Alright, so Klay Thompson just sat down for what should have been a regular talk basketball, talk training type of interview until the interviewer decided to stir the pot and ask Klay how his relationship with Megan Thee Stallion made him better on and off the court.
Some folks are calling this the summer of Klay for a number of reasons. But for
now listen, there are a lot of athletes in happy relationships who will give the same script, saying many positive things about the person they're with, especially since it's not like Klay and Megan were hiding it. They've been on red carpets and in each other's socials, but Klay shut it all the way down. He straight up said with not a hint of a smile on his face, he did not want to talk about his relationship. And then, like nothing happened, he pivoted right back to his training grind, preaching about this no off season and that you gotta train like you're about to play 100 games.
Know what it takes to go the distance, and there's really no such thing as an off season. The summertime is just as strenuous as the season, and you have to train as if you're going to play 100 games.
Ooh, now the fans did not miss how upset he looks when he was even asked that question. Now, it could be because he really wants to keep his relationship off the court, but when you compare that to how he used to gush about Megan early in their romance, let's rewind for a second. Back in July, when their relationship first went public, Klay and Megan were giving new couple glow. They looked so in love and kind of complimented each other's energy. The fans were definitely here for it. But fast forward to now, and Klay did not want to talk about her at all. And let's not forget the Instagram drama from August. Y'all remember? Klay and Megan unfollowed each other and the blogs had a field day. People swore it was over, only for them to pop back acting like everything was fine. Now, to be fair, there's another side. Some people argue that Klay is just private once the season gears up, and that actually holds true. He's not a social media guy, barely posts, and is notoriously hard to reach even for his teammates. So maybe, just maybe, he did not want to mix romance talk with basketball talk. But here's the problem. Athletes do usually gas up their partners in moments like this, especially when everything is good at home. They love to talk about support systems, family balance, all that wholesome stuff. So for Klay to completely shut it down instead of tossing even one nice sentence Megan's way, the internet is definitely side-eyeing him for it. Now, the fans were on this quick, and many of them are not here for the question. This fan wrote, they really asked this man most importantly, how has your relationship with Meg made you a better man? Most important, the disrespect. Another fan added, he's a good dude for not indulging in feeling pressure to answer something that has nothing to do with basketball. Good for him.
After Yo Gotti spent years turning his crush on Angela Simmons into lyrics, she finally gave him a chance and fans never forgot it. By New Year's Day 2023, the long-running crush became reality when Angela confirmed their romance with a series of cozy photos, and it all felt like a full-circle moment. Until today, you'll be shocked to hear what Angela had to say regarding their official breakup and how Gotti is handling the situation. For a while, things looked like a fairy tale between the two, hitting red carpets together and Angela even starring in Gotti's No Fake Love video, and by late 2024, engagement rumors swirled after Gotti whisked her away on a luxurious 37th birthday. Behind the scenes, though, cracks started to show by spring 2025 as blogs were already whispering about trouble between the two. Angel even reported that she felt like she was putting in more effort than she was getting back, as she seemingly had a hard time with Gotti's endless schedule involving studio sessions and business meetings. Another alleged source also added fuel to the fire by claiming that Angela had been noticing him getting too close to his artist Glorilla. The insider claimed that Angela's not the jealous type, but she's also not going to ignore red flags, even if they're just rumors. Fans then slowly began speculating that the rapper whose music once won her heart might be letting fame and temptation wreck the relationship, the way Yo Gotti begged for Angela Simmons' attention just to fumble her needs to be studied. Angela didn't rush to explain the situation too much, and for a long time, things were just rumors, as fans were fed more and more cryptic messages, like her Instagram story back in May saying, "I want what wants me in life, in all areas. What flows, flows. What goes, goes," which many fans took as a sort of soft launch of their breakup. A few weeks later, she then seemed to confirm it outright on Angie Martinez's podcast, as she admitted that she is indeed single, shocking fans by also revealing that it wasn't her choice. She said,
"No, No.
I'm not with him.
No. Aw.
Yeah. Not by choice, but, I respect him. It's all love. Like,
it's not your choice?
I wouldn't have chose it, but it was what was best. But I wouldn't have chose it, no.
When asked for details, she did draw a line, as it was clear that things were still very fresh and perhaps too close to her heart to be able to elaborate on what exactly had ended the relationship. As she said,
it was my choice. I had to make a decision, but I think there's a certain level of like what I can share and would share publicly. You know what I mean? And I can publicly say that I'm not with him anymore. But as far as like details, I would just never.
It's not your style.
Nah.
But it was the emphasis of it not being by choice that really had fans stir up conversations, since it sounded like she had been forced to walk away after something she couldn't forgive, with fans speculating that Gotti might have cheated on her. Many even revisited earlier rumors of Gotti's late nights and wondered if the whispers of him getting too close to Glorilla were more than gossip. Then, Gotti only seemed to give more life to the rumors he recently decided to make it clear just how single he is by previewing a new song on his social media, while rapping along to the lyrics, "The hoes won't leave me alone," a line that listeners instantly linked to the breakup. One account even speculation that it looked like he was actually bragging about how he had done Angela, saying, not him basically bragging about cheating on Angela after using his music to get her in the first place. Damn, the audacity is loud. While Gotti hasn't addressed the split directly, his music and a few pointed Instagram captions have long given off a man-unbothered vibe. Some supporters defend him, saying the lyric was just typical rapper bravado, especially as he is indeed single right now, and the lyrics could be referring to his current situation. However, others also believe that the silence speaks volumes. Angel doesn't seem to have put any effort into trying to dismiss the cheating rumors either, which all in all has worked as a very good confirmation for the fans believing the allegation. And seeing Angela focusing on what she calls her growing and healing season, many fans are here to offer her their full support going forward.